Okay, yeah. So kind of recap of last
Yep.
session. Um, so we left off and as like you, so Tara and Japsor are at a table together, round table, um, and you guys just ordered. Oh man, what did you order?
Doesn't matter. Is she here?
Japsor? Yeah, she's with you.
Okay. Um, so I kind of like look around to make sure like nobody's looking.
Okay. Do you want to make a would it be investigation or like perception? Probably perception, right? Or make a
I rolled a
uh,
4. I don't think
okay.
any modifier is gonna help me with that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's say it was a perception.
So what I'm looking, God, Jesus.
What? Go on, Steph.
So what I'm looking for is just like to see if anyone noticed either of us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I guess that would be probably like investigation. But okay. So you got a 4. So you kind of look around and people are starting to like come in for like the dinner rush, I guess. It's probably around like 7:30 right now. Um, so uh, so you see like people are basically just like eating and drinking. There's everyone in like your immediate vicinity is paying you no mind.
Okay. With a actually with investigation, it's even worse. It's 5 rather than 6. But anyway, all right, I will act on that. Yes. I'm like leaning back in the corner booth, and I'm looking down at my bowl. I'm assuming it's like a bowl of food or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that she has her. She's wearing like a cloak, a dark cloak that she drapes across her legs,
Mm-hmm.
and she has her legs kind of like up in almost like a meditative position, which is kind of weird and not socially acceptable, but whatever. She just
Yeah,
does it.
that's what that is. Kind of weird.
Yeah, but her legs are like under the table, so you can't really see. But it's just kind of how she gets comfortable.
Wait, so her arms are up in a meditative, or her legs?
Her legs.
Oh, okay. So it's like
It's
sitting
I'm
not
like
sorry,
graceful.
what is
cross-legged.
happening?
You kind of get an idea of what she looks like when she's about to say something to Jepsor.
Okay. So she's sitting like cross-legged on the thing, or not maybe not cross-legged, but like
In
that.
like a almost meditation pose,
Okay.
but like
She
in
flexible?
the booth. It's not that important. Anyway.
Is she flexible?
Anyway, so because we didn't get a chance to like describe our characters last time,
Yeah.
so we're just gonna get into. Is it okay if I get a little into that, or
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
okay? Um, so the way I would describe her is she looks like she has like smooth metallic gray skin, almost like so really really dark gray skin,
Mm-hmm.
and they're cracks. You can see like that they are really intricate cracks all along her skin, but you might not be able to recognize like the symbols and stuff, but they are symbols. And beneath her skin, there's like a really faint glow.
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment, like has her fists on her knees, which is why she's in the meditative position. She feels very like uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she's like looking at, and she looks like slightly up at Japsor, but it's kind of hard to tell, like with her expression, because her eyes are these black and white agates, which is basically just like they're basically rocks. She has rocks for eyes, kind
Uh-huh.
of. Um, that so it's hard to read her expression. You can tell
Mm.
that she's tense, and she says, and I'm gonna do a character voice now. Hopefully,
Get
it's
ready.
gonna be it's gonna be a terrible mashup of multiple multiple accents because
It's okay.
I
Just
couldn't
go for
pinpoint
it.
one. um, stand.
Oh
Uh,
man, you got cut off.
so
Mm.
stand that you did notice my heritage, and I would really prefer if you never mention it again.
Okay. Uh, I once again the audio is lagging, and I didn't hear the first thing that you said, but I think I got the general idea of what you what you said. Maybe in canon, Japso is just really bad, like hard of hearing. You know what? That's probably not true. uh, but you know what? Let's just say she. Okay. She, she's like, uh, I'm so sorry. Could oh, this is too young. This is she's much more refined. Oh God, where's my Japsor voice? Uh, could you perchance repeat what you just said?
She sighs. That wasn't me, Stephanie. That was her. That
Yeah,
was
I
Tara.
figured.
Sorry, to be clear. My line of work is complicated. And if people know who I am, and things get nasty. So I would thank you never to mention again who I am or what I am.
Ah, I see. So you secrecy and privacy is a sort of currency in your in your work.
I would say so.
Hmm. Uh, she Jester like nods uh and kind of like smiles a little bit, and she says, "Well, I also have quite a few secrets under my name, under my bed. But wow, that was a weird metaphor. Wow, that was a weird metaphor. But I understand the worth of a true name and well, truth in general in this world, and I will not take it lightly. I Tara, or should I not call you by your name?
Me suddenly just thinking about the movie. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
you may refer to me as Tara. It's fine.
Okay.
But, don't say it a lot.
Hmm. Don't wear it out. Yeah,
Okay.
as they say. Okay. Um, she says, "Well, Tara, I understand that you have risked perhaps quite a lot by telling me your true identity and cluing me into your intentions, and I appreciate that, and I think that, and I wonder why did you entrust me with this information? I also used to be, well, I don't want to get into my past, but I understand the complexities and danger when it comes to hiding your identity. So if you don't mind me asking, why tell me?
I saw that you asked for my services and you were honest, seemingly honest with me when we first met. So I trusted you,
Mm,
but
uh,
try not to ask too many questions.
she she laughs. It's probably like a haughty kind of. She's like, oh, quite quite an entertaining one. I haven't come across anyone quite as secretive as you in quite some time. I understand, Tara. I will not ask more than I need to know. Uh,
I appreciate that. And Tara starts eating because she hungry.
she hungry. Okay.
Last
Yeah.
time she ate was free samples of salami.
What?
Last time she ate was that free sample of salami in the market.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Um, it was good salami. Um, and
Oh, the
this,
shopkeeper was rude.
I don't remember exactly what happened with that. Oh, he was mad at you because you didn't buy anything. Is that what happened?
I think because he thought I was making fun of his accent.
Oh, right, because you picked it up. Anyway, okay. So yeah, so you the probably sometime during that discussion, and I assume like when it happened, you guys like stopped talking. Uh, the young girl waitress came by and brought over the. I think you guys had like some like apps probably, and then like a pitcher of beer. Um, so she brings them over, and it's all like there's like some fried foods of and there's um, like nachos basically. So yeah, you guys. So you start eating. Okay. Uh. All right. Let's see. Who do I want to? Who does David or Basil? Do you guys want to go? Either of you first.
I always want to go.
Okay. So Basil. So you have you've had your 2 shots of tequila, and you're working on your first beer. Maybe. So it's been like between the two getting there, it's been like 30 minutes probably. So maybe you're on your second beer.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
yeah. Okay. So you so last time you said that you spend your time people watching. Is there anything specifically that you do? Any like action that you want to take in this tavern?
Oh, I could roll perception and you could tell me what's in this place.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah. Oh, I got a 1.
Yeah, first critical miss.
A natty.
Everyone in this bar could be my dad.
Oh my god, Gorgug.
Oh my god.
My father
um,
is alive and I know who he is, but everyone in this bar could be my dad.
yeah. So okay. So you people watch. You're like, all right, I'm gonna just like chill and people watch, right? But you for whatever reason just aren't doing it that well. And it's weird, right? Because you were doing this earlier at the lake, and maybe like Aura people watches a lot, just trying to feel things out. But for some reason, this bar, everyone like you cannot from where you are right now name a single race of like person in this bar. You have no idea what these who these people are, what their vibe is. There could be a there like there could be a bar fight right now happening like 3 tables away from you, and you wouldn't know. Um,
I am too drunk.
oh, actually, yeah. So, how about you roll a Constitution saving throw? I think.
8+2, I got a 10.
All right. So, yeah, you can probably chalk it up to the fact that you are pretty hammered right now. So, okay. Do you want to maybe like so maybe tell me what exactly you're doing, and you can make like an investigation check or something, so we can get a little more than just a bunch of faceless people that you're observing.
Cool. So, I order a grilled cheese sandwich because I need to sober up.
Nice.
And I'm like listening to the music that they have at the bar. I'm sure that there's like a little band or like music coming from somewhere. Um, and maybe like listening to the people in like the nearby tables and booths, like just talking and telling stories.
Okay. I'm trying to like justify how through game mechanics this like what I can give you with a nat one. Uh,
Bartender
Just
might even
have
be
like
my
someone
dad.
come up to her, maybe.
what'd you say, Steph?
Just have someone come up to her, like maybe someone else noticed her.
Yeah. Okay. So, uh, so you said you were paying attention to the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so there's like a little setup. Actually, there's like a jukebox, basically, uh, which isn't really a jukebox, but it's basically that they have like a speaker system, and there's music coming from like all over. Um, but you can tell that you know what? Okay, make an investigation check for
Oh
like
Jesus,
the music.
motherfucker! I got a 2 investigation. Hold up, I have a fucking. Oh no! I don't. -1.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, fucking whatever. Let's ignore that check. So you notice that the they have been playing. Okay. Uh, you order a grilled cheese, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the little human girl comes up to you, and she's like, "Hi, ma'am. Would you like another round, or to look at the menu? Any of the menus?"
I would love to look at a menu. I'm really, really, really wanting a grilled cheese right now.
Oh, a grilled cheese. Yeah, of course. We have this really nice sourdough bread that I actually made. And
Oh my
yeah.
god, you made that bread? I love sour. That sounds so good.
um, yeah, she like blushes. She's very small. Um she just looks really like flustered about with everything. And she's like, yeah, I made my own starter, and it's yeah, I'm really happy with it. This is the most recent batch, and it's been really good. And yeah, Retnan has implemented it. And oh, I'm sorry. Let me get you your grilled cheese. And she kind of like realizes that she's rambling and like uh, scutters. That's not a word. What am I scatter? What am I saying?
Scuttles, yeah.
Scuttles? That's better. That's better than scutters. Uh, but she scrambles. She scrambles away. And she like after probably like 3 minutes, she actually no, that doesn't make any sense. Like 7 minutes, she comes back, and in front of you is this delicious looking grilled cheese. It's the sourdough bread is like it's really big. It's like cut in half actually. You think it's like a part of like the middle of the loaf, um, and it's like there's like it's like a three cheese blend, and the cheese is oozing out, and like the top is like buttered and like perfectly like browned, and oh, so good. It smells incredible. Like, but yeah, and it comes with fucking fries, let's say. Uh, so she's like, oh, here you go, ma'am, and then sets it down, and uh, she's like, I hope you enjoy, and she kind of like plays with her hair, and then leaves. Uh, she's
Love connection. Every game.
every game, every session. Okay. So, uh, so you eat cheese, this cheese grilled, this grilled
It
cheese.
is the best sandwich I've ever had in my life, but I know it's only because I'm drunk that it is so fucking good.
Yes. Um. So, so pictured here is Aura just fucking chowing down on this grilled cheese. And
Audibly, I'm like, oh my god.
you actually uh, some people, not that you would notice, but people at
My
the
one perception.
yeah, people at the surrounding tables, like at these tables, kind of like look at you, like kind of like, is she okay? um, but it's actually only like two people, and like the people they're with are also like really messed up because it's like it's the end of the week. Everyone's tired. Um, so yeah, okay. Um, I'll get back to Orna. Okay. So Grok, Mr. Man.
Yes.
All right.
Remind me, how far did I get in my conversation with Mike Smeets last time? Did we ever start talking about employment?
I don't. I think that you brought it up in the marketplace, but I don't think you got like you haven't really talked since you got to the tavern.
Okay. Um, hmm. So I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is, you already bought me dinner, right?
Yeah. You had mutton in the Mike's dry rub. uh.
Okay. Um, so I'm gonna I'm gonna start digging into that.
All right. So do you so there's utensils. Do you use them?
Is it like a chicken breast or a chicken leg? Mutton. Sorry.
Mutton. I don't really know what meat. I don't know a lot about meat. Man, I wish I had Han here. She knows so much about meat. Um, uh, it's a, it's probably
You
like
could look it up.
ribs. It's probably like a just like a chunk of let's
So it's
say
like ribs, not like a
yeah,
steak.
it's ribs. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck the utensils.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool, good. Um, uh, all right. So
For
you're
record, mutton is lamb.
okay. Mutton is lamb. So it's like
No,
fucking
isn't mutton cheap? Wait.
Yeah, it's like 2-year-old lamb.
oh, interesting.
Okay. Thank you.
So you're just going ham on this mutton. Um, so uh, Mike's kind of Mike's like also like waves Owert over, and he's like 3/4 of his way through the his beer, and he is redder than ever. Um, he like is leaning on the bar very haphazardly, and yeah, waves Owert, who is the bartender, if you remember, over, and he's like, uh, man, what does he want? What does Mike want? I think Mike is he eats a lot of meat. You know, I mean he's always around meat, so he's like, oh, Owert, wait, sorry, that was me trying to find his voice.
Huh?
God, it was like, lad, yeah, Owert, uh, and like Owert kind of like he's like polishing a glass, and he like puts it down and like comes over like slowly, and he looks at Mike's, and he's like, Mike's goes, uh, yeah, can I just get a just hot bread and butter and maybe a mm, spinach artichoke dip kind of thing going? Like, you got any dips? Uh, and or it or it's like, hold up, I gotta find his voice. Well, you do know that we have many dips, Mike's. Uh, uh, and Mike's is just like, all right, just give me your best and a fresh loaf of bread.
Do I have what he's asking for at my table?
Uh, oh, the dips.
Yeah, 'cause you mentioned something about nachos.
Yeah.
Didn't really.
Hmm. Uh. So yeah, you definitely have dips. For like the nachos and such. You have like
Okay.
uh
Um, is it possible that I overheard them at all? I know I'm far away, but I don't know how loud it is in here.
So it's probably like not all this stuff has like filled up yet, and Mike does kind of have like a booming voice. So uh, what was the original perception check that you made? Did you make a perception check?
Bad. It was a 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. Um,
That was to check if there were like people around listening or
yeah,
who noticed.
yeah. I think, and in fact, I think that was actually an investigation check. So maybe just make a perception check for me, so I can see if you've heard it.
Please, please, please. Damn it! I rolled a 4 again.
Wow, you guys, it's wow. It's a lot harder to put things together when you guys keep rolling so badly.
Well,
Um,
I'm trying to get over there.
yeah. Uh, so you you know what, you probably hear him. You hear dips. Um,
And he seems to be demanding it.
yeah, he's like, Ort, where are my dips? Where? And like
Okay.
Ort's like on the other side of the bar, and Mike turns to Grok and is like, oh man, Grok, you're
I
gonna
think
love these dips. These dips are choice.
I think Tara recognizes Grok from earlier in the marketplace,
Oh
and
yeah.
she's like curious about him a little bit,
Hmm.
and so she's like she she looks at Japsor, and is Japsor like eating the dip, or is she like not into it? Or being
Um,
rude?
she's definitely eating. She's very much like she's taking very small bites and like taking little bits from like all of the dishes. but she's eating very slowly and like in very small bites and such.
Okay. Tara says, "May I go to the bathroom?"
Well, I don't know why you'd ask, but
Okay, I get up and I grab the dip and I walk over to Grok and
she
the guy.
she she, she sees you get up and then in one swift motion pick up the dip, like the thing of dip off the table, and she's actually. Do you want to do it stealthily or you just?
I don't see any reason to do it stealthily, so no.
Okay, so she
I mean, Tara doesn't see any reason to do it stealthily.
she very obviously just take the dip from the table as you say you're gonna go to the bathroom, which I probably should have. The bathroom entrance is probably like here-ish.
I'm heading towards Grok. I'm not heading
Yeah,
towards the bathroom.
we'll
Doesn't
just say the
matter.
bathroom is there.
I'm walking over here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stand right in between them.
So as you do this, Chapsor's like, wait, the dip. And do you you turn around?
What? Do I turn
Do
around?
you like acknowledge her?
Oh, I think I briefly look back at her and I just point at Grok and the other guy. What's his name?
Mike's.
Mike's. I believe I forgot Mike's. Yeah, yeah, and I just like point at Mike's. It seems that they want this dip more than you or I do.
Jepsor's like, okay, well, sure. I guess I'm not
And
one
join if you'd like.
I'm not one to question your social skills or your line of business. You said you can join to her.
Yeah.
She's like, well,
This is not a tavern of social gathering. Whatever people go to taverns for.
that's true. I haven't partied in a while. I and and Mike's. I know Mike's. He's an interesting fellow. So maybe I'll make my way over there in a bit. Uh, so she stays at the table.
Remember when you come over, don't mention my race.
She nods solemnly and she's like, "Yes, of course, Tara. I promise you this.
Try
I
not to
will
say my
not."
name either.
Yes, of course, fellow. I will not disclose any information that you have not offered up yourself to these people.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your
Okay.
way
She
over.
coming with me, or is she just staying
She
there?
said that she'll stop by in a bit.
Okay. Yeah. So I come up behind Mike's and I like tap him on the shoulder and I just kind of hold out the dip, saying nothing.
Okay, so you uh I wonder if like okay, 1 second. Oh fuck. Alright. So I rolled a perception check for Mike's to see if he would be like super scared. Because I think maybe that's the kind of person he is. He gets scared really easily. But he rolled a 19, so he knows.
Wow.
As you're coming, he turns around and he sees you holding out this dip, and he's like, oh, ah, good lad.
Lad.
So wait, do you say any? Did you say anything to him?
No, I didn't.
So he laughs really hard. He's like, oh, good lad. And he takes the dip from you,
I am
and
not a lad.
then
but I
Oh,
understand the confusion. My
Lassie?
hair.
Lassie then? What?
I
Are,
don't know, whatever your vernacular is for
uh,
not a lad.
uh, yeah, ma'am? Well, oh god. I feel, a little uncomfortable now. Are you,
Oh,
what
I'm
are,
sorry. I back up, but I put the salsa on the bar, standing like a foot away, staring at like Grok.
um, he goes, uh, well, thank you so much. However you would like to be referred to. Um, what is that per se? I would like to
Lassie is fine.
Lassie. Okay. Thank you so much, Lassie. Huh. And then he like slaps Grok, not slaps. He like
He just reaches out a hand up to his face.
fucking slaps him. No, he hits Grok on his arm with the back of his hand. Um, and he's like, oh, look, look, the heavens have answered my pleas.
I'm happy for you, but I don't think that was the heavens.
I agree. I also don't think it was the heavens. I literally just heard you across the room.
um, yeah, Grok, not
I,
Grok.
I'd like to I'd like to look and nod at what's your name? Lassie? I'd like
Thank
to
you.
I'd like to nod and say, "Well met, Lassie. I'm Grok."
Kill him moment.
Uh, oh fuck. It feels like now, okay, I feel like I've pre-established that for some whatever reason she would not give her name out to everyone,
Yeah.
which I didn't think was going to be a thing. Well, I think considering she wants, okay, you may refer to me as Lassie as well.
Oh, so I got it in one then. Well, in two. Your real name is Lassie?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's incredibly suspicious, Lassie. Uh,
Why does it matter?
but
Your name, you haven't told me your name.
But you're right. Why does it matter? We're here to partake in food and drink and each other's company and bask in each other's fire and wealth. And he starts tearing up a little.
He's okay.
Just a little bit. Actually, make him.
She starts tearing up. Tara like gets so uncomfortable. Her eyes start to widen, and you see a little more rock in her eyes, and she like inches a little closer towards Grok and like away from Mike's.
Yeah. So this is happening as Mike is kind of going on this small tangent about how he's like you know, in this up and coming economy, and no one appreciates community anymore. No one appreciates each other, and oh, I'm so glad that this tavern still holds a place in Bia City's residents' hearts, and um, so you, he's getting a little emotional, but that's fine. Uh, well,
I
it's
think
not for Tara.
so. Tara's going to. I'm trying to think if this is a crazy thing to do. uh, honestly, it's something Tara would do. She sits down in a meditation pose on the ground.
Okay, so um,
She's not meditating. She's just in the pose.
yeah, yeah, I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
I also I get that. So she's still in between Grok and Mike's.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um,
I would like
Not like right in the middle, but yeah, that's good.
I would like to get up from my seat. I'm gonna say I've got to use the bathroom. I'll be back.
I used the same
Um,
excuse.
I'm going to get out of my seat. Nod to Mike's. and then I'm going to lean down and place my hand on Lassie's shoulder and say, "Good move," and then go to the bathroom.
Alright.
I shit myself.
So, so
Instead of going to the bathroom.
Grok is in the bathroom.
Did he say good move? To what?
I'd like to clarify. I whispered it. I didn't say it so that Lex could hear.
Oh, interesting.
Still weird. Still very weird.
You know, everything is cryptic so far, so
Everything has been very
you know, it's very on brand.
I am just also rather exasperated with this dude at this point, and I thought that was a creative way to solve the problem. Of him talking to
Oh,
her.
sure. Let's say that was what was happening.
What?
But yeah, I come down with it. Sure.
Okay. So, okay.
Now I'm confused.
I'm also confused. I don't. Okay, so basically, Tara is sitting on the floor,
Yes.
and Grok is in the bathroom.
Or heading to the bathroom. Yeah.
Grok, are you going to the bathroom? Where are you going?
Sorry. I am going to the bathroom just for a couple minutes of like peace and quiet.
Alright, so I haven't built in the bathroom, so you're just gonna go into the hidden area. Okay,
Bathroom doesn't have to take a lot of space.
that's true. Uh,
It's just like a
so
hole in the ground.
Grok, as you're making your way through the tavern, which is at this point like pretty crowded, what do you just like straight beeline through the? I feel like maybe you don't know where the bathroom is, so
Who, me?
yeah. I mean, there's definitely like a sign or
It's a fair
something,
assumption.
but like you're gonna have to like look
Do
around.
you want me to roll perception?
Yeah, I would like you to roll a perception.
Okay.
We love rolling perception for finding the bathroom.
Alright, here goes. I got a. Oh, fuck, that's my bonus. I got a 15.
Cool. So you find the bathroom. Um, also as you're like kind of making your way past like all of these seats and such, um, you you see that there's like some commotion going on in like the probably like around this area. Oh god. Oh wait, I forgot you have to hold it. So like in this area, and like in this area, there's like some commotion. There's like big things being moved around and like people like ordering people and stuff. So Tara, if you definitely notice the commotion like over here as well. Um,
Hmm.
so if either of you guys are interested in that,
Where's Grok again?
what
Where's Grok?
Drock is here.
Oh, okay. I thought the bathroom was by the kitchen. Okay. Um, can I make like a perception check to see what's going on?
Maybe investigation.
Investigation? Okay. Do. Please. Please. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I rolled a 2.
It's fine. What?
I'd, oh, yep.
No. Go ahead, David.
On my way to the bathroom, I see this happening, and I'd also like to roll investigation.
Go ahead.
Okay, I got a 10, but due to my bonuses, it's a 7.
All right. You're negative. You're 4.
Holy shit. Did it on purpose.
Wow, you guys are.
You still did better than me.
Yeah, no.
Plus 1 bonus.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so okay. Steph, remind me what you got again.
I rolled a 2, I think, and I have plus 1, so I have 3.
Okay. Well, also you're sitting down, so I feel like probably you just hear what's going on.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see like above the bar, but you hear basically just like um kind of like people are like being ordered to like do things, and like you can tell that something's like it seems like something is about to happen. Maybe that's all you can tell. And then Grok, you see like kind of like machinery being like passed around, and like um
What does the machinery look like?
it's so there's a lot of wires. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like fantasy stuff and things. It probably wouldn't be wires, right? It'd be like oh, okay, well, yeah, it's wires. Let's just say it's wires. Um, and there's like you see like a like kind of like a box or something, a box shaped thing, and I don't know if I can give you any more with the 7, but it doesn't really matter because you guys are all going to figure out what's happening. In, like in the next like 3 minutes, basically. Oh man, I should have. Okay. There's not like super a lot of room right here, so I think I'm just gonna. Okay. Here's something that you guys can all see is that these tables are taken away. All of those.
When you say taken away, do you mean that somebody came and took them somewhere else, or they just disappeared?
No, someone. Yeah, no. Someone definitely came and like kind of like moved them to the side. They they're probably all like folded up. Like.
Are they making a dance floor?
I would.
Sarah
Oh,
gets up
okay.
for the dance.
I see this happening. I'd like to rush back over to Mike's and Lassie and say maybe we should sort of go back over to the to that bottom right corner for the time being.
Back to Capsar? Oh wait, or do you mean to
Like just to the other side of the room, to that back corner table where
as far as possible? Yeah, I agree.
yeah, it looks like they're I've been in a lot of battles in my time and this looks like they're setting up for something that isn't healthy.
Okay, I
Healthy?
I trust your judgment. I follow you.
Okay, so
And if I can pick up Mike's, I will do that.
you pick him up?
Well, he's like a dwarf, right? No, that was a different guy. That was Hepshore.
Why would he need to be picked up?
Because he's
Well,
drunk.
isn't he like stumbling
I
around
don't
drunk?
expect him to be able to amble over.
He's not that drunk.
Well,
You
you said he was
established that he's
like
drunk.
slumped over the table.
No, he's not. He's like haphazardly. He's like tipsy, you know. And he like, you know what it's like when you're having a good time and you feel more drunk than you are. Like that's like the state he's in right now.
Is he able to walk with us?
He's able to walk, and he's like he actually so Grok, you like go over and you're like, oh, let's like get out of this like area, right? And he like turns to you and his like face is covered in salsa. No, not covered in salsa. He has like some like tomato bits on his chin. Um like two. He's not a super mess eater, but he's like, oh well, uh, are you talking about the what's the stuff that's being set up right now? Is that what you guys are? Is that what you guys are like getting away from?
Look, just trust me. Let's go.
He kind of he follows. So okay. So where are you guys going?
I
Where
think we're heading to the
Basil's sitting?
Okay.
yeah, to
Who's Basil?
yeah. What the hell was your character's name again?
Yeah.
Laura. Yeah.
So
We head
okay.
over to like as far as possible, basically.
So as you guys are moving past, Mike's kind of like laughs and he actually doesn't come with you all the way. He stops in this area, and he's like, as you guys are like going, he's like, well, this is just the Friday night thing, in Via. Um, and I assume that you guys just kind of like leave him behind. Um, and also, as you guys are passing this area, you guys both see. You don't need to make any checks for this. That they're setting up a a
The dance
karaoke
floor?
a karaoke a karaoke. They're setting up a karaoke machine. Is what's going on.
Wait, for
It's
real?
not far off.
Yes, yes, for real.
I thought they didn't have that kind of technology.
It's well, so Bia City is very. It's like probably one of the richest cities in Elohai. They have what like when the industrial revolution started, it started here. Um, so they have like a lot of technologies that a lot of people like don't like are not aware of existing. So they uh yeah, so like basically it's just like a screen and it there's like speakers but also there's like speakers all over that
Is Jasper still over there?
Japsor actually she sees the karaoke night you set up and she knows what's going on, so she oh, I should probably make tokens for them too, right? For the boys. um I'm just gonna really quickly get some tokens. I'm gonna do the same one. So she's oop oop oop.
Just so you guys know, I have to go pretty much right at 10. I've got assignments due at midnight.
I sounds good.
Hmm.
Um okay.
I think the way Tara reacts to this is like she doesn't. She's like extremely hesitant and not. She's really just going to follow Grok around, probably.
Okay. So so uh so the blue is Japsor. So she sees you guys like she sees you, Tara, walking through the thing and she's like uh she goes and talks to Mike's for a little bit, but you guys are out of range, you can't hear what they're saying. And then she comes and she comes like to around here and then she's like uh oh like this is like very shortly after you guys arrived to Aura's table. So it's basically like all three of these people are now where you are sitting, Aura. So and Japsor as she approaches, she kind of like she smiles at you, Tara, and then she like kind of like has like a greeting nod to you, Grok. So what do you guys do?
This is my acquaintance, Japsor. This
Hello,
is
Well
Grok.
met,
what's your name?
Grok.
Powerful. Um, so
Yes.
so how do you guys approach how do you guys approaching this lone half orc woman?
I think you know this. Is there space? There's like a space here between the tables, right?
Uh, yeah. Also, this is another round booth actually. So
I don't think she's gonna sit at the table because she hasn't
okay.
been invited. So she's gonna sit on the floor again here.
I will. I'm not going to sit at the table. I'm just going to be standing sort of nearby. I'm not really paying attention to Jasper. I'm just pretty focused on whatever is going down.
All right.
Like I'm standing with my back to Jasper.
Okay. And Japsor, because she has normal social awareness, she
Hey,
she addresses Laura and she says, uh, hello. I'm sorry to interrupt your evening, but do you mind if we join you?
That's fine. Come sit with me. Does your friend want to get up from off the floor?
Well, I can't speak. I can't speak for her, but I think it may be wise.
Is she asking me to, or am I expected to respond to that?
Well, Aura asked a question about you, and then
I look up at her expectantly.
at Japsor?
No, at Aura.
Little rock lady, do you want to come sit, or like you can stay on the floor if you want, but like you can sit. It's okay.
I go to sit next to her.
Okay. And so Grok just
Greetings. My name is Lassie.
Hi, Lassie. I'm Oz. Nice to meet you.
Lovely name.
okay, so Grok, are you just looming over?
Grok.
Um, I'm sorry.
Oh, I
I zoned out a little bit. What just happened?
Okay.
Jasper asked, or the Basil's character asked Jasper if Lassie wanted to stand up.
sit down. So now I'm sitting with them
On a chair.
on a chair like a person.
I'm still just watching what's going on suspiciously.
So are you
Ask Grok.
watching? Are you watching the karaoke, or are you watching?
It's strange machinery that I don't understand.
Okay.
Is sound playing out?
So the yeah, let's get to that, I guess. So
Can I cast guidance on Grok?
uh, if it's a spell and you want to, then sure.
What does it do?
Guidance is a cantrip. So on one willing creature, you touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the ability check. The spell then ends. I think if I click on it, it opens. Yeah, it's that.
Cool.
So you can add a d4 to any ability check.
So so do you do this without like telling him anything, or do you?
I think I just like lightly graze his arm and say, for luck. then like the fissures in my skin glow a little bit, and it's as I cast it.
So Grok, as so Tara Lassie, Lassie kind of like what grazes like his arm or something.
Mm.
And you can see as she pulls her hand away, there's like a light like yellow glowing effect that like very quickly disappears, and you feel a little more capable, I guess. So if you, I guess, so if you want to like investigate what's going on, you are welcome to.
I would like to investigate what's going on.
All right, so make an investigation check for me. And you can.
Oh, sorry, forgot. My roll was a 6 with the modifier, so it's a 3.
Oh my god.
And you can roll. You can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check.
It's a 4.
So.
Oh wow.
No, I mean 4 total.
Oh
Yeah.
no. How are these rolls so bad? This is incredible.
Well, so the so you try to you're looking at this scene, and it looks like stuff is like about to like start like happening. It looks like stuff is like really fully getting set up. and you try to channel this luck that Lassie told you that she gave you, but it's not super effective, and you're kind of like wondering if that's if it was like legit or not, and because you really don't feel the effect, but so you see Mike's is talking to this dragonborn that came up from the kitchen, and uh, he is holding this like long, this kind of like this tubular shaped thing. Uh, the dragonborn is, and he hands it to Mike. She hands it to Mike, and Mike takes it, and like there's a little God, I wrote down all of the races in 5e so I can just so there's a gnome that's like plugging stuff in like over here. It's just kind of like fiddling with some wires. But that's kind of all that you've got going on, and very shortly, some new music starts playing with no words or anything.
I'm already standing, but like I jerk upright, like even more so, and yell, "What sorcery is this? Who goes there?"
Well, there's been music playing this whole time.
No, I didn't.
Well, it was Laura literally was talking about how how they were listening to the music.
Since I got in,
Yeah.
She did mention speakers.
I don't know. I guess I just assumed there were like actual musicians there.
That's a fair assumption.
I didn't.
So okay,
I didn't.
So the way that we can rectify this is that like you Grok heard music and just assumed that they were like musicians. You didn't necessarily see them, but like you've gone to taverns before where there's been like band playing and such. Um, but then suddenly as you're like looking at this, you see that like you hear the music change, and then suddenly you're like maybe you look around and you're like you realize that there's never been a band here. Um, so maybe that is what brought you to that exclamation.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you guys?
Is Aura still like really drunk?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I turn to look at Aura, unless you have something you want to do right now.
I actually do. I want to slur in Orcish at Grok and just be like, "Cousin!" Like, looking, cousin! Come sit down and give us a round.
Okay, I look at I look at Aura and say,
Wait, Grok, do you acknowledge this?
I'd like to glare at her and demand to know what's going on.
Can I hear that in your voice?
What is going on? Who are you? What is this?
oh no, Grok is so confused. I mean, Tara's very confused too, but she's honestly just trained to ignore everything weird.
So she's adapt. She's like she has to adapt. That's
She's a traveler. She's got this. And I look at Aura and ask her, did she already tell me her name?
I don't know.
Yes? Okay. Aura,
yeah.
would you like some help with your inebriation?
Jasper like looks at you like fuck is talking about.
No, I think I'm okay. I just had this really, really nice grilled cheese, and I think that's gonna be choice. So, let me give that a minute, but I think I'm good.
You can
I
you can
respect
you can
this.
tell that the waitress is blushing from wherever she is.
Okay.
Is okay.
Doc,
Um,
what's going on over there? Need to relax. Shit like this happens all the time.
Japsor actually pipes up and she says, "Oh well, this is the weekly karaoke night at the Hooked Matter Tavern. It's quite an affair actually. It's quite amusing, especially if you're looking closer to friend Aura's here state. And
Bruh, explain what she means by this. Bruh,
uh,
I do not understand.
I mean, if you're, messed up, if you're rolling,
Is this a comment on her race? On her
no,
half orcishness?
no, I mean,
Bro, what?
no, I mean that she's, clearly inebriated. You can see this, surely, lassie.
That's fair.
Hmm, perhaps she should go sing karaoke.
Oh, there's karaoke in here. It's my jam, and I don't get up, but I just like crane my neck to like see where it is.
Yeah. So, do you want to make a investigation check for me?
Yeah, dude. I got a 9.
Cool. Well, so Mike's is actually right in front of the karaoke machine. Oh, that's so small. Oh, that's really big. Okay. What happened? All right. Well, okay, whatever. Karaoke.
What song is he singing?
He's singing. Oh God, something by the Black Eyed Peas.
Can I roll to see if I know it?
Roll a. Uh, hmm, like,
Intelligence?
yeah, just straight up and down.
Strength?
Yeah,
Straight
intelligence.
up and down intelligence. Fantastic. Got an 18 minus 1. I got a 17. I go, oh my god, this shit's my jam! And I get up.
Yeah. So okay. So you get a. It's actually I said Black Eyed Peas. I don't know. It's some fucking fantasy band.
Whatever it is, I know it real well.
So it's let's say it's the the band is called the Bitchin' Peacocks. Um, and the song is it's actually a it's like very like hype, kind of like rock, almost like a it's kind of like ska-ish. Uh,
Mike's is singing ska.
like ska like hypeness, and also there's like some brass. Uh, and so Mike's is going really hard. He is uh he's like kind of like shouting into this mic, um into this device that's picking up his voice and carrying it through the speaker so you can hear it, which I'm assuming Grok like really freaks you out. Um, so yeah, so he's like going really hard. So Aura, do you go and join him?
I go join him, I point at him, and I'm singing along, but I don't grab
You
a
don't
mic.
grab a mic.
I do not need a mic.
All right. So fucking Mike's is very into singing with you and jamming and vibing. So all right. Do you? So what is? So Grok and Tara? Nope. Tara? Yeah, Tara. How do you,
I'm so deep undercover, even the DM has forgotten my real name.
It's just that Tara is the name of one of my mom's friends, so I was like, that's not right, but it was.
I mean, I don't really have any reason to get up.
So are you just watching?
Uh, sure. I think I'm guarding her grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Grok?
I'm very confused and stressed out, but it seems like no one is in any immediate danger.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't understand what's going on, but I'm going to stress eat the grilled cheese.
What?
Wait, what do you do?
I'm going to stress eat the grilled cheese.
You're gonna.
Not this grilled cheese, right?
I said what I said.
I think you. So I think this is. So, okay. Tara, you just said that you were guarding the grilled cheese, and
Yeah.
Grok, Grok, is trying to eat the grilled cheese. So what do you do to defend the grilled cheese?
I just like place a hand over his mouth as he goes towards it.
What? God. Okay. So his closed mouth, as he's like leaning down to pick up this grilled cheese, you place a hand over his mouth.
Yeah, and I say, no, this
Okay.
grilled cheese is not yours.
And Grog, what do you do? Grog?
The hell do you mean not mine? Out of my way.
You didn't pay for this. It's clearly that inebriated ladies. Order your own.
I stand up and glare at her menacingly. Can I roll for intimidation?
Yeah, please roll for intimidation. And I think maybe Steph, you can test with like intelligence or something. Wisdom.
I don't know, sure.
Let's say wisdom.
I appreciate that. Is it a skill check or a saving throw?
I think it's contested between you guys.
Okay.
So Grok,
It's just flat wisdom.
yeah, Grok, what's your intimidation?
21.
Oh Jesus!
Rolled a big fat 8.
Cool. So Tara, as you whoa, what? How did that?
Don't worry about it.
He's using a ruler.
Oh, the ruler. Wow. Okay.
She sprinted over there, damn ma.
Okay. Oh, jeez, I don't know what I just did. All right. Okay. So, so Tara, you have your hand. So you have one hand over Grok's mouth. And then you're kind of like, I think like probably like a little positioned in front of the grilled cheese and Grok. Wait, what do you say exactly? Do you just glare?
I stand up and glare menacingly. I
Okay.
also lean in.
So you lean
My
in.
hand
Huh?
to my
Oh,
head.
no, sorry. I slap your hand out of the way and then do that stuff.
Cool.
Back off, I guess.
So yeah.
I
So
don't see a good reason to fight this guy.
you get the feeling that maybe that if this guy really wants this grilled cheese and that he may attack you if you don't if he's not allowed to have it.
He's a little trigger happy, yeah.
So yeah, you're properly intimidated by this guy, and you I guess let him have the.
I have to. I don't have a choice, I guess.
Um. Okay, so Grok, you pick. Are you still just standing?
Well, at this point, I'd like to take a bite out of it and sit down heavily.
So you just take Aura's seat.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, this inner orc fighter tension. Okay, uh, so you guys are kind of like going throughout the night. You know,
This goes on through the night?
no, I mean, I'm just some time passes, right? Basically. So you guys can like continue like what you're doing right now. Like let's say like 5 minutes pass. Does anyone have any like actions they want to take?
I do.
All right, go.
I go back to the table, and it's fine that Grok is sitting in my seat, but I see that his hands are greasy and my fucking grilled cheese is gone, and I fucking put one of my hand axes to his throat.
Cross the table?
Across the table.
I would like to stare her down calmly and say, "You really think you're sober enough for this?"
Do you want to contest intimidation check? We'll
Yeah,
go
I
head
think
to head.
it's contested intimidation checks right now.
Sure. Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, I got an 8 plus 3.
I got a 19 plus 3.
Oh my god! Damn it!
Oh.
So
I swear I'm not
I
punching
go,
you.
that's fair, and I sit back down.
So Aura, you have your fucking whole hand axe out, like the whole it's kind of like the tension of like lifting your enemy's chin with your sword, like it's that kind of thing. Like you have it like straight to his throat, and he says this thing, and he glares at you, and you Aura, you you warrior, you fucking concede. And we can say that it's because of the alcohol, but man, this might fuck you up a little, huh? So okay, I think like probably Japsor and Tara are like kind of like talking a bit as this is happening, and maybe they.
Across the act.
Well, I think maybe the conversation stops when that happens, and like Japsor is definitely kind of like. I think Japsor hasn't gone out in a while, and like she was not expecting this hectic of a night, but she's kind of into it. She's like she appreciates the chaos of it all. But so she just kind of like looks at you, and like this exchange passes, and I think uh Mike's like sings probably like 4 songs, and then like starts to make his way back um to where you guys are. So he's like around here. So then okay. Oh no. Did this never okay, here it is. It loaded. Oh man, I have to pee really badly, but we only have 7 minutes left until okay, wait. I'll be back in like a minute.
Okay.
Wow, we're halfway there. Oh. Definitely one of the songs that Mike sang.
Oh, absolutely. Fantasy living on a prayer.
Mm-hmm. I also thought this was going to be a battle, but it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Like, what the fuck? Oh no, tables are disappearing?
It was like a fight in the back. I was like, uh-oh, conflicts.
Can't believe I fucking kept rolling. I don't think I rolled higher than like a 5. The die are conspiring against me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pick a different die. The purple ones are not the ones. The groove today. Vid, why do you have to leave?
Oh, sorry. I've got a piano assignment, due at 11:59, and last time it took me like an hour and 45 minutes, and I want to allow room for technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So suddenly,
the recording the
the
recording only took like 45 minutes, but the uploading and technical
Oh,
difficulties and shit took forever.
I'm
uh,
sorry.
hello. Um, so okay, so suddenly the so like it's probably like I don't know, like an hour or so has passed, maybe more. Um, as this night has gone on, and like there's a lot of people here now. Like every single seat is filled up. And there's like a long line for karaoke. And I probably should have made Aura roll a performance check to see how well people liked it, liked her rendition of whatever that song was, the ska song. So like it's pretty bustling, it's pretty noisy. Then suddenly the doors are like flung open and like it's like double doors, and let's say like the left one, and it hits the back of uh, this booth. Um, and the so yeah, so suddenly these doors are flung open, and it's kind of like the whole like the old western like tavern scene where like think a lot of people stop because like this is the loudest thing that's happened. Like people usually just kind of open the doors, quietly and such. Um, but yeah, so everyone hears like the door like slamming, and then um, uh, you guys are like in the corner, so I think you guys actually probably have a pretty good vantage point because like it's like happening here. So you see this this dwarf burst in, and he immediately collapses onto the ground. Um, so I think maybe make like a perception check to see how much everyone knows about like what the situation is.
17.
17.
Uh,
13.
12.
Cool.
13.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Um, so you guys all get like a really good like view on what's happening. So basically, this this dwarf comes in, and um he's covered in dye, like all these different colors of dyes. It's in his beard, it's in his hair, it's on his clothes. He's like literally covered in dye, and as he like collapses, there's a pool of dye starts to like form around his like he's like on his knees, and he's on his knees and like hands, and he's trying to like keep himself steady. Um, and there's just like dye dripping from him, and he throws up, and it's all like this like blue and yellow dye just like all over the floor, which is kind of a really horrific sight and really kills the party mood. Um, so so yeah, and that's I guess where we leave it because
Huh.
it's 10.
The
Suspenseful.
door.
So does anyone want to make any last minute actions or something?
I just looked to Grok, I think.
Okay. And Japsor and Mike's, who is like, yeah, he's still like, he was in the middle of making his way over to you guys when this happened. Um, they both like see this dwarf, and like they yeah, they both instantly recognize him. And Japsor like stands up, and Mike's is like is like running towards him, and like Japsor stands up and it like seems like really shocked, and that's where we'll leave it.
Throw up. Urban rainbow throw up.
What?
Urban rainbow throw up.
Delicious.
Gross.
Okay.
Delicious? Gross.
So Dave, you have to skedaddle, right?
Yep. Thanks, though. This was.
Yes. Now that we know how Roll20 works, we can actually start, and hopefully my computer won't die again.
Was it? It's
Bye.
your computer.
Bye.
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 What were you saying, Steph?
Because you're not using your laptop anymore. It's actually your computer like restarted or something.
Yeah. It didn't run out of battery or anything because it's like a desktop, but yeah, it just randomly turned off, and I don't know why, but
It's so annoying.
oh shit, they're playing there's two different things going on in the other.
Oh, I have it muted. It kept giving me notifications. It was like, no, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna join the Jackbox game on Guild and Gamer Girls.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Good session, guys.